Bill.
Yeah, I'm here today at the Bridges Hotel in Gloucester Road. I get a lot of requests like this, but this one is quite special. He's a young lad, 17, his name's Harrison. He's here with his mum and dad staying at the hotel. They've come down to London, and he lost his leg to cancer. I don't know the full story yet, but when I heard that, his dream was to ride in a supercar, so that's why I'm here, to make his wish come true. I do a lot of these things, but there's a story behind Harrison, so I'm going to meet him, meet his mum and dad, and find out more about it. He's also raising money for the disease that he had from cancer, so hopefully we can help him with that, raise some money for that. So I'm going to head in now and meet with mum, dad and Harrison.
Come out. Danny, they're just outside there waiting for you now. Here they go. Come out.
Where you guys from?
North Wales, Abigail.
Let's get a picture together in front of the car. In front of the car. Here we go. Let's get in front of the car. Here we go. Can you introduce yourself now to us?
Harry sounds a bit too much like Harry Styles from One Direction. We don't want to go there. We're more cool. We're Lambo guys. So Harrison's more Indiana Jones. You know, that's a good style. So yeah, Harrison's a brave young lad. How old are you, Harrison? 19. We'll find out more about his story. And yeah, it's his dream to ride in a supercar. So a good place to start is a Lamborghini. I didn't get into a Lamborghini until I was 21, so you're 2 years up. Yeah. Let's meet mum and dad.
Hello. Hello.
Tim.
Jenny.
Jimmy. So, yes, Harrison's racing. He lost his leg to cancer.
3 years ago.
Is that full now? What's it special?
Yeah, it's bone cancer. It basically affects children more than adults. We're trying to raise awareness. Yeah, it's more of a childhood cancer.
So we're raising awareness. This is a bone marrow cancer.
No, bone cancer.
Bone cancer that hits children.
Harrison 16.
This is his fund. Harrison 16 fund.
We're on Facebook as well.
On Facebook, Harrison, what's the Facebook page? Same name?
Yeah.
Harrison 16, check it out on Facebook. Daily Sport readers, check it out as well. Drive Tribe readers, check it out. Is there a GoFundMe page?
We've got a link on our website, which is harrison16fund.com. There's a link, like a PayPal link, if anyone wants it.
Harrison16.com. Check that out. And yeah, let's get this awareness out there, because there's a few cancers that I've heard of.
Yeah. The problem with this one is that because it's kids and children, teenagers, doctors tend to dismiss it as growing pains. They don't see it as what it really is until it's too late. And unfortunately...
How old was Harrison?
16. Yeah, I was 16 when he was diagnosed.
Is it now? It's done?
He's in remission.
He's in remission at this moment in time.
So it can't come back now.
Well, we're hoping. We've got about 5 years of scans.
Do they know where this illness comes from? Or is it hereditary? Or?
No, not at all. We're still not really aware of how or why it develops in kids.
That
We really don't
like,
know.
pisses me off. Send a man to the moon and we can't find a cure for cancer.
No. As I say, with this one particularly, it just doesn't get diagnosed unless they have an injury playing sport, and then suddenly they have an X-ray and it shows up on the X-ray, or if with Harry, he was waking at night, pain in his leg and crying and
What did the doctor say?
It was growing pains, take ibuprofen, take physio to try and get the muscles moving because obviously you're not doing enough exercise.
Both legs or just one?
Just the one. And he got to a point where he was having physio when his knee was bent and the physio was trying to push his knee down. Had they have broken such a weakened bone, and they told us how weak his bone was, he would have been dead. And that's literally because they can't, or they don't diagnose it.
Awareness is very important here. I was aware of this. We're all going to have kids one day. And, it could happen to our children. So go to this Harrison 16, check it out. Even if you don't want to make a donation, be aware of what this illness is. If they catch it quickly, can we now?
It can be, yeah. As in Harrison's case, catch it quickly enough, it can be cured. You can save a child's life. Unfortunately, if you don't, it is a killer of a cancer. It really can be devastating.
Well, Harry's a brave lad. You've got plans for dreams for the future? Do you have a prosthetic limb?
Well, the problem with that is because he was diagnosed at 16, he's continued to grow.
Okay.
So he had the amputation at 16. Unfortunately, the bone carried on growing and he had to have another amputation. So the starter prosthetic that he had didn't fit anymore, so he had to be recast for another prosthetic. And it's taken all this time to actually get a prosthetic. In the next couple of months, we hope he'll have it. But he's still growing, fortunately.
Well, we've raised money.
We've raised money through the fund to get him a proper robotic leg with a knee.
Prosthetic charity, we've raised money to pay.
They've come quite advanced on that now.
Yeah,
They have, but the problem with that is that the NHS don't fund these kind of legs, so you have to go out and raise the money yourself. The NHS will give you a
Like a
prosthetic.
typical to get a good leg.
About 30, 35,000.
that's about 5 years.
Only lasts for 5
Yeah,
years.
only lasts for 5
You can redo it every 5 years.
Well, you just maintain it for the lifespan really is about 5 years.
And of course the NHS don't fund those type of legs for kids. They'll only fund an NHS leg, which means that the kids can't run, they can't cycle, they can just about sort of get around really on these on the NHS leg. If you want something decent, which you see on the TV, if you see in the news, you have to pay.
Do you know how many kids in the UK are affected by this?
About 30 a year.
So it's so small, and the percentage is so small.
There's no help from the government.
It's one of those sort of areas, and particularly where we come from, Wales, there's just no funding in the NHS to actually do
I pay a lot in taxes. I want my taxes to go to this. Anyway, there's Harrison's leg. Have we got the funding for Harrison's leg?
We've got the funding for Harrison's leg. One of the reasons that Carrie wanted this charity to continue is to help other kids, yeah.
So have you met any others?
We've met one that helped us, if you like, who came to us while he was going through his treatment. She came and basically showed the leg that she had, which was a C leg, it was a robotic leg, but she'd been funded because she swims for the UK. She was funded for her leg. But of course, she was an inspiration to hers, and you can get better limbs, you can get out again if you fundraise and if you get out there. And that's what we've done.
I guess coming into 16 as well, like if you're from a child and you can develop towards it, there must be a difficult process for you.
The problem is, obviously, the fact that it's been growing. If it stopped growing, we'd have the leg by
Balancing
now.
on one leg. I do a bit of yoga. I just about balance on one leg. It's in the knee, but
Yeah, as I say, if he hadn't carried on growing, we'd have had it by now. But because it's grown, and because he had this problem where he had to have a re-amputation, had it cutting out, then that stopped him even getting the NHS starter leg to get him underway. But in the next week or so we'll be there, we'll have the starter leg, and then we'd reckon if he can walk without crutches on the starter leg, then he can go on to his proper three-leg, his robotic leg.
excited to that. How did it affect your school and stuff?
Well, he just started college. He finished his schoolwork, Although obviously the last year of school was a bit hit and miss because he was getting problems with weight loss, he was getting problems with tiredness, he was getting ill a lot, but of course we weren't putting that down to cancer, we had no idea. He went through his last year fine, if you like, in a way.
This is a whole depression thing.
Yeah, yeah. And then he kicked into college and he was only in college for about 2 or 3 weeks, was it? It couldn't have been longer than that.
So he's
when
been at home
we got
now
the
since then?
diagnosis. No, he's been back to college. Yeah, he got his level 2, wasn't it? Yeah. So he's actually done that. So he's going back to college again in September.
Yeah, I like your fighting spirit. I say he's got a great fighting spirit, this lad. And he's going to have his replacement. Hopefully things will go to plan. But there are other kids. This is about awareness more than anything. Harrison 16 Fund. Check it out for awareness and to raise money because the government aren't giving money towards this.
The one thing I must say is that if you know kids, if you've got nephews, if you've got nieces, if you've got sons or daughters, and they're constantly complaining about pins and needles or like a tingling pain, you said, in your leg, don't dismiss it. If it keeps coming back, don't dismiss it. Get to the doctors and don't be told by the doctors it's only growing pain. Don't take it. Tell them that they need an x-ray. Tell them that they've got to have a look at what this actually is. Because that's what is the result.
Let's talk about now the love of supercars. When did that kick in?
I've always loved it. Of course, like when I was younger, I used to like watch the Top Gun and obviously, and they always like love Lambos and Aston Martins and all those type of cars. Yeah.
I've got an Aston as well. DB6. Classic. But we've got Drive Tribe here. So Drive Tribe, it's Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond and the ex-Top Gear guys. It's their new website. So I want to say something to Jeremy Clarkson who's going to watch this. Jeremy, why don't you get him on the show? Put him, when he gets his new leg, let him do a lap on Dunsfold. Let's get. You think you can handle that when you get your new leg?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, 2 rides.
It won't put you straight in the Lambo. It might get a bit more reasonably priced car, as they used to say at Top Gear. We'll get him on the track. That's going to be my treat anyway. We're going to put Harrison, when he gets his slim, have me on Facebook so we keep in touch. We're going to get him in a car. He's going to do a lap at the Top Gear track at Dunsfold, and that's going to be covered by me. So you've got two treats he's doing.
Oh, wow.
So get that as soon as you get the in, get practicing because it's going to be.
So which bits of London are you going to take the young lad to, Danny?
Just cruise around. You've got to go somewhere. So what time do I have to get him back?
Yeah, that's all 4:45.
About an hour. Give him the tour. Have you been to London before?
Yeah.
All times. So I'll show him a few sites, a few things.
Okay. We're going to be watching Facebook Live. Okay.
One last time. Harrison 16. That's the awareness we want to bring out and raise some money. Harrison's okay, he's got his legs covered by funding, but about 30 kids a year in the UK get it. They don't get any help from the government, so let's help those guys out there. And be aware of it because it can happen to any of us. There's no hereditary reasons or anything like that.
Just post that. Just like this. Post it. So that's cool out. Yeah, we'll do some pictures with House getting in the car.
Whole family shop.
Yeah, do a family shop by the car, yeah, first. Oh, can you have you got that your board?